The dash questions that consistently structure the study of history must be distinguished from merely dash questions. I notice the keyword distinguished from. So if I'm saying A must be distinguished from B, what am I trying to say? They are opposites, right? So this tells me that the two blanks will contain opposites. Dash questions distinguished from their opposite questions. The second strategy at play here is blank comma explanation. So let's take a look at the explanation, which have their day and then pass into oblivion. What does this phrase mean? If something just has their day and then disappears, is not heard of anymore, right? So we're talking about something that doesn't last. In two blank questions, there is no obligation that you start with the first blank. You can start with whichever blank you find easier, whichever blank you can find more hints for. So here, I will start with the second blank because I have a very clear blank comma hint for the second blank. So let's take a look at the choices for the second blank. I'm looking for a word which means temporary or a word which means that which doesn't last. Practical doesn't mean something that doesn't last, so I can strike it out. Random is something that's picked without any order or without any thought. It doesn't mean temporary or that which doesn't last. Has to be ephemeral. The correct answer has to be F, ephemeral, and I can be certain that F is the correct answer even if I don't know what it means. Right? But it means temporary. Let's now move on to the first blank. Dash questions must be distinguished from temporary questions. Now the first blank becomes very, very easy because I have got temporary in the second blank. So what's the opposite of temporary? Permanent. I'm looking for a word in the first blank which means permanent. Perennial, if I know what it means, I can be certain this is the correct answer because perennial means permanent. But if I don't know what it means, I can arrive at E by the process of elimination. Instinctive doesn't mean permanent. Philosophical doesn't mean permanent. So either way, whether or not you know the vocabulary, you will be able to arrive at A and F as the correct answer if you look at the keyword distinguished from and if you look at the strategy blank comma explanation.